Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video. I'm recording this at like 11 at night, and so I have to be somewhat quiet. So, sorry if I'm not talking in my normal volume, but I recently watched Black Panther Wakanda Forever, hence why I'm wearing this shirt, which you guys probably can't see. Now you guys can see properly. But which is why I'm wearing this shirt. Nemo just chose to be here. So Black Panther 2 starts out with Shuri trying to find some way to help her brother T'Challa out. And it seems like they kind of mirrored what T'Challa had with what Chadwick had, fighting an invisible disease. I'm saying invisible in terms of he was fighting, his health was degrading, and he didn't tell anyone until later on in the film. In the real life, I don't think he had really told the public, which came to a shock to like many. But in the movie, his health was declining. He didn't tell her until it was pretty much too late, and so he's dead. And we get this whole funeral scene for T'Challa, which also kind of makes me wonder why we didn't get the same treatment for like his father in the first movie, or like a deleted scene, because God, feels like somewhat unfair to the father in a way. But after we found out T'Challa is dead, but before the funeral, we get the Marvel logo, right? How we usually do. And the Marvel logo is kind of like how when Stan Lee died, like with Endgame Marvel logo, we got all of Stan Lee's cameos in the Marvel logo. We got that same treatment, but for Chadwick Boseman. And no matter how I feel about the movie, personally, I have to say the Marvel logo, them capturing every single moment of Chadwick in the MCU, and that little logo was probably my favorite part, or one of my favorite parts, and it was a very nice tribute to Chadwick in that Marvel logo. So I'll have to give them props, because I also did like they did that for Stan Lee, the Marvel logo for Endgame. So like I said, I have to give them chops for chops due, and I really dug this. I really dug the homage, the logo. Initially, Shuri is not allowing herself to mourn the loss of T'Challa, even though it's been like a year later, because they time jump a year. And the bad guy of the film said, there's this smart girl, bring her to me, or I will kick Wakanda's ass. Which we later find out the reason why he has that mindset is because he's angry that his people were mistreated, and he's angry at the world, and he wants to essentially just take his anger out on the world, and he wants Wakanda's help to do so. And kind of reminds me of Killmonger a little bit, but not as great. I say not as great because I personally liked Killmonger a bit more than I did this character. Um, Namorne, I think is her name. I'm sorry, it's Nakia. Okoye is the head of the Dora Montole, probably butchered the name, who gets demoted because Shuri got kidnapped. And, but Nikanye was at T'Challa's funeral. And it turns out Nikanye, Nakia, Nakia was an 80. And I was like, yes. I was like, yes. Because, for those of you who doesn't know, I got Haitian heritage over my dad's side. So as soon as I saw they had Haiti in this movie, the Haitian in me said, yes. Sorry, they sucker punched me there. Got me to my roots. And I really enjoyed that. Especially hearing French. Oh. Now I couldn't tell if that was like French or Creole French. Like French or Creole French. Because I think Creole is Old French. If memory serves me right. But, Nakia, essentially agree, like, the queen tells Nakia that Shuri has been kidnapped, and Nakia agrees to help rescue Shuri. And at this point, Shuri is captured by the enemy with Ironheart. And Nakia is successful in her rescue of Shuri and Ironheart. And while Shuri was within the prisoner of the enemy, like this was being held captive by the enemy, that's when we discover as the audience pretty much what I told you guys. The plot to the movie, the reason why he wants to take over the world essentially and slaughter everyone is because he felt like his people were oppressed, and he wants to exact revenge on those sad people pretty much being the world. And because he's angry, because when he was taking his mother's dead body to her homeland, he saw what had become of it, and he wasn't a fan of it. So that's why he wants to take out the world. And Shuri then, so essentially, Shuri gets rescued, and the bad guy doesn't like that. So he does, takes over he shows a little bit of his power on Wakanda, and, says next time, you guys either better join us in conquering the world, or we're gonna kick your asses. And in this, as he was demonstrating his power a bit, the queen dies, making Shuri the next heir to be Queen of Wakanda. And I have to say, I did not really expect the queen to die. So Because the Queen essentially saved Ironheart from drowning. And I really did not expect the Queen to die. I was like, oh shit, okay. Okay, you guys are not playing here. You guys are meaning business with killing people and really driving the theme of grieving. And Nakia essentially remakes the Black Panther serum, and she takes it. And remember in my Black Panther review, I had mentioned that on my on my recent viewing of the Black Panther movie on Disney Plus, that I'm pretty sure that Killmonger is dead. If I was not sure, if I did not see this movie, still having the mindset of, well, Killmonger could potentially be alive, my ass would have been like, what? Like, what? I don't know if it would be like angry what or surprised what. Because, you know the astral plane that we saw T'Challa do twice in the last Black Panther movie? Shuri did that in this movie, but she saw her mother. No, not her mother, sorry. Killmonger. And in his own way, Killmonger said, what type of Black Panther are you going to be? Like, the Black Panther like how your brother was, or the Black Panther like how I was? And initially Shuri wants revenge, she wants to kill the bad guy. And so, initially leads to the final fight. And, we get to hear the classic line, Bombay, 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 Wakanda forever. I guess that's the most way of saying Wakanda forever. And in this fight, Shuri, just the end of the fight, chooses not to kill the bad guy. She chooses to let him live. And she says, yeah, you guys won't be mentioned with Wakanda anymore. Get it, got it good. And he agrees. And it turns out the reason why he let the Wakandans win, because later on they ask for him to lean on. And so I'm guessing they're setting up for him to be a potential bad guy for a Black Panther 3, or a side bad guy for Black Panther 3. And initially, after the bad one, we get that whole ceremony thing for that we saw in Black Panther, the first Black Panther, where anyone wants to challenge the person who's going to be knighted as king or queen of Wakanda, to have their fair chance of challenging said person. And Shuri was supposed to be there, but she wasn't. And Baku was there. And I really did enjoy M'Baku in this entire movie. That dude is a hot mess, and I love him for it. He's like the comedy relief of this movie, and we needed that after like him this entire movie being depressed as hell, really, in terms of theme wise. Because, like I said, this entire movie, the theme has been grief, and it's just how to get over that grief, but it's still somewhat depressing. I even recently went over a video, which I might actually put in the description, along with my Black Panther review, where I went over the Wakanda Forever original script. So there's that. Um, which in the original script, the theme of loss and tragedy and grief seemed to play a factor in that too. But what was I gonna say? So I guess, oh yeah, and Baku, I guess he's gonna be the new king of Wakanda. Did I say it out that way? I don't know. Then we see Shuri going to Haiti to essentially do this ritual of essentially moving on that her mother was trying to show her earlier, but Shuri refused, and then we see her crying, and we're getting flashbacks to T'Challa from the Black Panther movie, and I believe a little bit from Infinity War. And I like it. You can tell that they were trying to talk on the heartstrings on that, and yeah, I know this is what they were trying to do. I admit that it's successful to me, but I feel it just made me miss T'Challa a bit more. It made me wish, not T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman a bit more, and honestly made me wish a little bit more that they just recasted T'Challa. Because I still think that his story is it's not over yet. Like, in terms of there was like so many stories that could have still been told of T'Challa. And I know it might made some people mad at first, but if they got the right actor, I think they could have kept the legacy of T'Challa going. Now it's going to replace Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa, but they could have kept the character of T'Challa going and honored the memory of Chadwick. That's just me though. Now we gotta get to the credits, but wait, that's not all. We get see after the credits, and it's Shuri stood from the fire that she was mourning the loss of her brother and mother. But Nakia comes out with this little boy, which turns out to be her son and T'Challa's son. And the kid's name is Toussaint, which I knew immediately that was a French name, because Toussaint is my middle name. Fun fact, my middle name is Toussaint. It's spelled out like Toussaint. And so immediately that perked like perked my interest. Like, ooh, okay, okay. I mainly because I got personal ties with the name Toussaint. But then it turns out that that was just his cover name. His real name is T'Challa, so he's T'Challa Jr. So the bloodline of the royal family does continue past Shuri, because now it's in the form of her nephew, and that is exactly why Nakia didn't go to T'Challa's funeral, because Nakia felt like it wasn't time for T'Challa Jr. to be on the road, to be exposed as the heir to T'Challa Sr. So that's also the reason why he has that friend's name to sing. Then we get the rest of the credits. And I have to say, this movie, as Nemo photobombs me, this movie surprised me. Because it's better than I thought it was going to be. Because admittedly, I didn't really have that much. I wasn't like, I thought I kind of expected to have a decent story at best, but I didn't expect it to like. I didn't really have high expectations, so I'm saying, and it surprised me. It definitely surprises me, because it was. I thought it was pretty decent. Now, is it better than the first Black Panther? In my opinion, no. The first Black Panther is better. And this Wakanda Forever is not the best Marvel movie in my opinion, but it's a pretty decent movie. Still a pretty decent movie. This entire movie just has prepared for Shuri to be the next Black Panther. And even though this might not even though this might not be the best Black Panther movie, or sorry, MCU movie, I think in Phase 4, outside of No Way Home, this is amongst the best. In Phase 4. And would I watch this movie again? Probably one more time, two more times. Like on my own, to see if I like miss any potential secret gems that may lead into future MCU movies. But I will watch it if other people want to watch it with me. So I think there's some rewatchability to this. But yeah. So my score for Wakanda Forever has to be a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. 6.5 out of 10. Because it really did impress me. It exceeded some of my expectations, let's say. So that's why I'm giving it a 0.5 score. 6.5 out of 10. So, there's that. Anywho, what do you guys think of Wakanda Forever? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. I love you all. And Wakanda forever.